Okay, Slobby. Mykiel has requested you to leave him alone, basically, so he can work on his own.
I take my cheese grater and cheese and ask Malfoy if he would like a little top off.
He he squints at you and he goes, Do you think you could actually help me?"
Of course, I've been around these Hogwarts for hundreds of years.
Roll perception, no perception, persuasion or deception, whichever one you want, and I'll roll insight for Malfoy. Oh wow.
Fucking A.
Malfoy goes, no thanks. I'll do it on my own. Snape.
She's not gonna listen to any slobby house elf.
Snape looks at Slobby like over here with Malfoy, and he goes, Slobby, I thought I asked you to work with Mykiel. Why are you trying to help Draco?
He has requested that I leave him be, my lord.
Snape pinches the bridge of his nose. Why don't you try to make your own version of the poison then?
Will do. I settle on my own cauldron.
Yeah.
I just put a bunch of cheese into boiling water and that's it.
Can you roll me survival and arcana, both with disadvantage? 11 and 8. Alright. So after all is said and done, after all the potions have been made, Snape goes, Alright, I will come around and we'll see who has made the best one. I will start with Neville. And he walks over here and he takes a whiff of Neville's. This smells like nothing. Did you do it right? And Neville goes, oh yes, sir. I put in 3 eyes of newt and 1 sage flower. Snape says, you forgot the cheese. Neville goes, oh. Snape then walks up to Ron and smells his. Average. He smells Hermione's, and Hermione's is pretty well. He like, ugh, and he like clenches his nose. Well done, Miss Granger. He walks up to Harry Potter's and smells his. Average. He basically sniffs around everybody's until he gets to Draco's, and he goes, exceedingly done, Draco. Thank you, sir. Snape walks over to Slobby. Alright, Slobby, let me smell yours.
More of a soup, really.
Snape bends down and smells it, and he just looks, and he goes, did you just put cheese in water?
You don't feed me around here. Of course I did. I start sipping at my cheese water.
Inspiration. Inspiration, those cards, you can play them at any time you want to do the effects on them. Snape kind of like shakes his head and walks away.
What are you saying about inspiration?
So if you look where it says Slobby and Morona, if you click the 2 above you, those cards now, they have effects, and you can drag them up on there and play them whenever you want. Basically, the base one is, they'll all let you like re-roll a d20 you rolled, but some of them have other effects you can do.
Gotcha.
Alright, Elder One, let me smell yours.
Mykiel kind of steps back and there you go.
Alright, 11 and 19. He smells it and plugs his nose. Ugh. Not bad for your first time.
Thank you, Professor.
He then goes back to the in front of the class and he goes, I think it goes without saying, but the best, of course, was Draco's. The worst, of course. And he looks at Slobby, who's just sipping away at his cheesy water.
My face is in a bowl, just finishing it up.
And then he immediately turns and goes, Neville's. And Neville goes, what? And he goes, Slobby isn't even a student here, so we can't count his. But you didn't even put in the right ingredients. And Neville kind of just puts his head down. Aww.
Neville is. I feel bad for Neville.
He didn't even get dinner last night.
No, he didn't.
He's such a beta cuck.
What the fuck, Sean? He's so mean. Snape goes, all right, this next potion will be the last one I teach you during this class. This is also a base potion. It's nothing too big. At most, what it will do is give you a vision of what you think of at the moment in the smoke. So, add 3 cloves of garlic. And he puts in the cloves of garlic. 2 spoonfuls of newt blood. And a gargoyle gallbladder. And he adds those up.
Gargoyle what?
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
Freeze it until it's frozen, until it's ice, and then melt it. Once it's melted, it should be done. And after he makes it quickly and easily, he puts it in a vial and shakes it up, and inside the vial it's all cloudy and misty. Slobby, would you like to test again? What am I asking? You have to do it anyway. Slobby, come and test.
As you wish. I take the vial, I open it, and I inhale it.
Snape just looks at you. I didn't even tell you what to do yet. Slobby, can you roll a con save, Slobby, for just inhaling the... Oh, Slobby, you're just completely fine. Nothing happens at all.
At this rate, he's just gonna be immune to potions.
If
I
he
didn't
gets
see
one more...
shit.
Snape, both hand pinches the bridge of his nose and it, face palms with both of his hands. And he turns around and quickly fills up, another vial. And he goes, okay, now, when I open the vial, the steam and smoke are released from the top. At that moment, you need to shout out one thing, one word. It could be any one thing. Okay?
Yes.
Snape quickly uncorks it, and the smoke immediately rises up from the vial. Now.
I say a word in Goblin that means, where was it? Fuck, I looked up the Goblin one. Where'd it go? Fuck. Oh, I'm ruining it. Fuck, I missed it. It's Wibble Wabble.
What?
Hold on 1 second. I say gut hash.
And what does that mean?
Bloated one.
I did say one word. So bloated one would be bloated.
Well, it's one word in my language.
No, he said it in Elven. or
Goblin.
house elf.
Right. Loaded one. Okay. So, and the smoke suddenly takes the form of a very fat man. Uh, the entire class sees it. It just looks like a very fat man made out of smoke. Snape just looks at it, and then looks at you. Why is that the word you chose?
I want to see Neville's mother again.
What? Oh my god!
Neville looks at Slobby, and he just like starts tearing up.
Poor Neville.
Snape just like he looks at you. He just doesn't know what to do with you. You are the weirdest elf I've ever met. Alright, you must all now begin attempting to recreate this potion yourselves. Slobby, if Mykiel doesn't want your help, you are free to try to make your own once again.
Yes. I put 3 cloves of garlic, 2 spoonfuls of new blood, a gargle, a gallbladder, and a slice of cheese. And I freeze it. I
Alright.
melt it,
Okay.
and I bile it.
Alright, can you roll survival with advantage and then just regular arcana? So survival and arcana. Alright, 15 and 13. Alright, Mykiel.
Mykiel does the same thing except for no cheese. So 3 cloves of garlic, 2 spoonfuls of new
Plain.
blood, gargoyle, gallbladder. He freezes it until frozen, and then melts the potion.
Alright. Survival and arcana with advantage. $15. 25. Alright. So, once all the potions have been made, Snape once more goes around. Alright, Neville, let's see yours. Right. And he looks at you, Slobby, like he's gonna get you back. And he rips open the cork, and the smoke goes up, and he goes, Slobby, and nothing happens. Neville, did you forget anything? No, sir. I put in the 3 cloves of garlic and the gargoyle gallbladder. You forgot the newt blood, Neville. Oh. He goes to Ron. Alright, Ron. Ron does it and he goes, chocolate! And a bar of his favorite chocolate shows in the smoke and fades away. He goes to Hermione. Hermione goes, books! And books appear. He goes to Harry Potter and he goes, my family! And, like, nothing happens.
Oh.
Potter, you must keep trying. But try something with one word this time. He goes around, he goes to Draco, and Draco goes, power! And, like, the wand of power basically just shows in the smoke. Nobody could quite make that out because they don't know that, but, like, it's a wand to them. He goes to Slobby. Alright, Slobby, it's time for yours. Open your cork and say your one word.
I open up the vial, and I say, food!
And as you do that, just a bunch of cheese. The smoke just takes the form of a bunch of cheese.
My mouth waters,
Oh yeah, it does.
and I try to grab at the smoke.
As you try to grab at the smoke fades as your hands like reach on it. Wow,
I look down, dejected.
you do that. Wow, you actually managed to make a potion. Surprising. Alright then, Elder One. Your turn.
Mykiel uncorks the thing. As the smoke bellows out, he says, "Memories."
As the smoke bellows out, it takes the shape of that memory thing in Dumbledore's
Oh,
office.
takes shape of what?
That memory thing? I don't know what it's called.
Oh, the not the Patronus. That's a charm. I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
The soul well.
Uh, yeah, basically the soul will. But yours, Mykiel, looks like semi-physical, or not physical. No, I think physical is the right word.
All
It looks
right.
semi-manifested. Not man. It looks semi, not ethereal, material, semi-material. I don't know what to fucking say.
Yeah.
I get it.
It looks like you
Yeah.
can touch
Someone
it, Mykiel.
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone solid.
It looks like you can kind of reach out and touch it, Mykiel.
He reaches out and touches it.
As you touch it, like you swear your hands feel something. Like you feel like you're touching it before it fades away. And Snape looks at you. Interesting. Well done.
Thank you, Professor.
Ah, the bell rings. Alright, that's it for this class. You may now go and enjoy your breakfast. Slobby, don't mess it up this time.
I'd never.
Alright,
Mykiel goes to breakfast.
well, it is time for breakfast. Boop, 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 boop. And I will put you guys all here.
Let's do the Scooby Doo end.
What?
What?
Wayne's World. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Whittleloo, 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 whittleloo.
Alright. So everyone makes it to the breakfast room, except for Mykiel, who you take a minute to like think on the stuff you've learned as Slobby goes to the kitchen to cook.
Enter the kitchen. And I look around for the breakfast Mickey stove.
Breakfast Mickey stove.
Oh, you find the breakfast making stove. Mr. Filch goes, "So, what do you think the kids should have for breakfast this time?"
Griffin eggs.
They don't deserve something that exquisite.
I was expecting him to say cheese.
Well, what's in high stock?
Miss Norris tracked down those rats you failed, so we got a bunch of rat carcass.
I look at the rat carcasses and inspect them for rot.
Uh, roll investigation. They all look fine.
I start to gut and slice off bacon-sized portions of rat,
Can you roll survival?
big rats.
Oh yeah, you do that. You slice off some big bacon portions of rats of the rat carcasses. What are you gonna do with them?
And I put them on a frying pan
Oh
and
yeah.
with a bit of butter.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And is there anything for a side dish? I asked Mr. Felch.
Do you think they're deserving of something good or bad?
Well, you really asking me?
I don't pay attention to them kids.
They're all worthless. They don't pay tuition anyway.
Give them a side of wasabi.
Wasabi. I take a big scoop of wasabi and I put it into little bowls.
You do that.
Then I take all the bacon and wasabi, and with my magic, I'm like hovering like
Right.
5 plates around.
Can you roll survival to see how well the bacon turned out?
Excellent.
All right. All right. Slobby, as you walk into the dining area, all the kids look at you like they're like, "Ooh, breakfast!"
Come and get it. I magically place plates and wasabi on all tables,
Oh, you do that.
and I make sure Neville gets a hairy one.
you do that. Neville looks at it and looks at you and he goes, Slobby, sir, what's for breakfast today?
Special bacon.
What's it made from?
Bacon. Wink.
Oh, did you just audibly say wink at me?
Wink. Nudge.
Okay.
And
Ron takes a bite. Slobby, sir. This bacon tastes rather foul.
well, would you like more wasabi then?
He takes a spoonful of wasabi and eats it. Ugh! This is sour and gross.
Is all I've been given to serve, my lord.
Yeah, you can eat this, Slobby. It's gross.
I take it,
You take it.
but I don't eat it.
Yo, okay. So what are you doing with it?
I just kind of take it back for dishwashing.
All right. Mykiel, you have some weird looking bacon and a dish of wasabi for breakfast.
Mykiel looks around for anything. Bread,
No,
crackers.
no. All you have is what's been given to you. All that stuff is kept in.
Is there any seasonings on the table? Any?
No. Slobby didn't bring any. You just got a bowl of wasabi and some weird looking bacon.
Do I know any fire spells?
Not at the moment, you don't. But wait, do you know any for your staff ones? Because you still can try to cast them. You have to roll them, but you can still
Hey, look, they're all open
chill
again.
touch, virtue, hold the dead. Yeah, you have sacred flame. Technically, that's radiant, and so you could radiant.
Yeah, I seem to remember something, and so I try to make my food better.
So what are you using? Are you using your staff?
Well, no. So my staff is in the room because it would probably be against school rules. So I take out my wand,
Oh, you're trying to cast it with your wand. All right.
but I'm trying what I know.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it goes off. You cast Sacred Flame on what was it, bacon?
So it's something that looked like bacon, yes.
Yeah, you heated up the bacon. Oh, can you roll survival?
It looks more edible now. Sure.
Nice crispy bacon.
Oh, yeah, it looks pretty edible now.
Okay, I eat it. Do I think it's okay?
Can you roll a con save with advantage?
Or am I disgusted?
Roll a con save with advantage. Let's find out. 17. It doesn't taste like bacon. it tastes like charred rat.
So,
So
well, I guess it's better than starving.
you still gotta. bowl of wasabi next to you.
He takes and puts a little wasabi on the bacon.
You do that. It doesn't really help much. It kind of it makes it a little sour. Well, now the wasabi is like completely over flavoring the bacon, and now you just taste wasabi, charred, chunky wasabi, kind of. It's pretty gross.
Crunchy.
Lovely. Anyways, he quickly eats and finishes.
All the kids look rather sad and dejected. Their meal wasn't good. Neville kind of like cries a bit. Like Hermione casts a spell that she read about to make the food taste better, and she eats it. Draco kind of like plays with it. Yeah.
I try to make it smell better.
Do you have prestidigitation?
Huh?
Do you have like a?
Yeah.
All right. Nope. It does not work. You try to cast it, but you can't.
Damn it. All right.
All right. The Mr. Filch walks up to your slob and he goes, "So, how did they like it?"
Well, enough to have a bite. What am I? A reviewer.
All right. Well, I have a task that I got, but I don't want to do it, so I'm gonna give it to you.
Of course.
A monkey snuck into the basement. You gotta go kill it. We're gonna serve it for dinner.
Is there anything I should know about this monkey?
Well, it seems like he took a knife with his tail. Doesn't quite know how to use it, and he's just kind of flailing it around. It's just a butter knife.
Okay. But I don't think the children will like stringy monkey meat. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, maybe they'll like monkey stew.
First we need to get the monkey, I suppose. I head to the direction of the
You
bad
should
spot.
probably take someone along with you. It wouldn't be just. I just don't want you going to the basement by yourself.
I know, the new kid.
Who?
Quote unquote kid.
Oh, the old guy.
Yeah.
Go get him. And here are the keys to the basement. Don't touch anything.
Keys. And I don't touch anything.
All right.
Where's this basement? Let's say it's this way.
We gotta go get Mykiel first. What? I know.
Okay,
The new
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Let's go.
I head to the
Yeah.
eating hall
Yeah.
and I point at the new kid. You come with me. We have an assignment.
Mykiel kind of looks up, like, I mean, I guess there's nothing better to do. This food is not that great. Mykiel gets up.
You get up.
I guess lead the way. What's the assignment?
There's dinner to be prepared.
Isn't that what you said last night before we died to rats?
I don't remember. I just follow the rules of what I'm told. Follow me.
He follows
Yeah.
Slobby silently.
You do. You guys walk to the basement. Slobby brings you to the basement. And I will put you guys down there. Alright, now I just gotta move you guys so you can see it. There we go. To the training room, the basement.
Oh shit! Hold on, 1 second.
All right.
Ian's calling.
Did he change Ian's thing to from the Tetris theme?
No, probably not. I mean, that was Tetris, so it probably wasn't Ian. He's a Sith Lord.
Oh, I played Jar Jar Binks.
Ugh, what a horrible character. What were they thinking? The only thing worse than Jar Jar Binks were the racist Asian aliens.
Oh right, I forgot the Federation.
She can't do that! Shoot her! Or something.
I forgot about those guys.
Was there like some weird, like, actual world thing going on with an Asian country during that time?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You think they're that petty to like, let's make fun of the Asians in Star Wars?
I don't know, man. There's a reason for everything.
Oh, this is great.
So you liked Heavy Rain, right?
Yeah, it was fun.
Have you played any of other David Cage's games?
I played what was the new one? Detroit Become
Detroit?
Human. I played Beyond Two Souls, and I played Indigo Prophecy. I think that's all of them actually.
Yeah, that is all of them.
I liked Indigo Prophecy a little more than Heavy Rain. Detroit Become Human is pretty good. Really fun. Lot of dialogue differences and
Yeah, and just like the arcs that can happen.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting.
Uh,
I never played it, but I watched like a whole
and Beyond Two Souls is really fucking stupid.
a creep.
It has William Dafoe in it though, and I really fucking like that.
Yeah. Ellen Page. Did you hear the creepy story of when David Cage met Ellen Page and he had like a binder full of like pictures of when she was 12 that he scoured through the internet and like kept in a little scrapbook?
No.
It's so creepy.
What?
Yeah, I heard that when they met each other, like he was just trying to get her on the project for Beyond Two Souls, and you're just like, you're the perfect one for this game. And really, he just wanted to model her naked.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking weird.
Put her in all those weird situations of like the bar, whatnot.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god, David Cage is a weird dude.
I mean, at least he's not David Schneider. Do you know who that is?
Oh, I was thinking of You Can Do It, Schneider.
Dave Snyder was a guy who worked at Nickelodeon making TV shows, and he made like a lot of kid shows I grew up with: iCarly, Drake and Josh, Zoe 101, uh, Sam and Cat, Victorious, all those like sitcom-esque kid shows. But it came out like I think 2 years ago that he had a massive foot fetish, and he like used to prey on the child actors and made them do a bunch of foot shit.
Okay, I'm back.
It was really
Ugh.
yeah, and he worked for Nickelodeon, a kids show thing. Like imagine, ugh.
And this would have been before foot fetishes became more apparent.
Yeah.
They were just like, why is this dude always having me take my socks off?
I mean, there are each one of those shows has an episode that's completely dedicated to feet. And if you look back on it now, it makes total sense why, because he was a fucking massive perv. But it's so weird.
Pat Manili says hi.
Okay, we get to the basement.
Getting to the basement, you notice a monkey wearing clothes on top of the cabinet.
I look to see what he's doing. How upset he is.
What the hell is up with that monkey? Mykiel also tries to observe the monkey.
Where is this monkey? I don't see it.
Right here.
Oh. Is that a monkey? I don't see shit.
Yeah, I'll make it bigger.
Okay, yeah. Well,
He seems
his face-
rather docile. Kind of just sitting on the bookcase. He's like swinging a knife around with his tail, kind of like just chipping away at the wall.
So what was our job?
this monkey is due for extermination and to be taken to the kitchen quarters for incineration. Wink.
What? Wait. Mikhail's gonna like see if he can get anything out of what Slobby just said, like any insight.
He wants you to kill the monkey, and then they're gonna burn it in the kitchen.
All right. I guess that's what we'll do.
I give him a nudge and say, "Go on, old student. If you're so good at this magic stuff, let's see what you got."
Mikhail kind of looks at him with like a "Are you an idiot?" face. I'm a person who lost his magic, and I'm studying with kids 70 to 80 years younger than myself.
I saw what you did to that bacon. Even though I wasn't in the room, I sense all, I see all.
What about you? I heard that house elves are very strong.
Aye, we are. Do you have anything sharp on you?
Mikhail goes through his things.
Dude,
Did
I don't think
take
so.
any of the potions from the potions class?
No.
oh, you got a dagger.
Mikhail pulls out a dagger. I have a dagger.
I don't know where I'm going with this. Because I want to do like a thing, but it's like, so, time out. Do I get to, this gilding gift cantrip, do I choose what its intended use is for when I'm handing it over? Or
No.
is the intended use just
The intended
what,
use
based on the
is
item?
like, I guess, up to them. It depends on what the item is.
I slowly edge towards the monkey, just kind of looking at him.
Mikhail just watches Slobby walk away and then looks at the dagger he asked him to pull out and just kind of shrugs and puts it back.
The
No,
monkey,
keep it out.
the monkey looks at you, Slav, and he just like lifts his chin and goes, "Sup?"
You can talk.
Yeah.
I can sing. I didn't know you could talk. What are you doing down here?
I was put here.
We were told to take care of you.
Maybe he knows Hagrid.
I like being taken care of. You gonna stroke my chin?
Maybe he knows Hagrid.
Yes, I will stroke your chin.
Do you know Hagrid?
Closer.
No. No, so all I know
I'm
is
sure Hagrid would. I'm sure Hagrid would love to take care of you.
all I know is so I was out in the woods, right? I was eating my banana with my family, and then this wizard came up and cast a spell on me, and then I could talk with humans, and then like this bag went over my head, and then I was put in here.
I want to pull my dagger out, but slyly.
Sleight of hand. I will roll the perception of the monkey. He doesn't notice you pulling the dagger out.
I reach out to him and with my free hand and be like, "Didn't you want scratchy pats?"
Can you roll animal handling? Yeah, I did.
Come on, then. Let's give us a scratch.
All right.
Mykiel turns to Slobby.
Wait, do you want me
I
to
think we could take him to Hagrid.
Wait, do you want me to scratch you, or are you gonna scratch me?
I'll scratch you. Just come closer, my pretty.
I mean, why don't you just come over here? Why are you all the way over there when I'm on the bookcase over here?
I gently come out. He's like, "Good monkey."
Yeah. All right. He hops down and looks at you.
When I start scratching him behind the ears,
Oh man, that's nice. Roll animal handling again. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like it like that.
and then while he's distracted, I pull out my dagger.
Yeah.
It's already pulled out,
Yeah.
and I try to do a stabby stab.
Can you roll your dagger attack? Oh, you hit. Oh yeah, you just stab him right in the neck. Dealing 4 damage. Ah, what the fuck, man? Roll initiative.
Come on, fucking monkey. My initiative's 2.
You got an 18 though. All right, and the thing says Slobby. Okay, so Mykiel, it's your turn. Slobby just stabbed the monkey.
Wait, I think Hagrid would like the monkey. Monkey, come to me. I will take you to Hagrid, the gameskeeper. And he just puts his hand out, like offering the monkey an escape.
All right, Slobby, it's your turn.
I want to keep stabbing the monkey.
All right, roll the dagger attack. Yeah, you kill him. You stab him in the head.
Poor monkey.
Combat's over. You just fucking kill the monkey.
Mykiel feels not happy. He didn't really have much feelings, but he definitely noticed that he didn't like the animal dying.
What do you think we came down here for? Now come on, Lanky. I can't carry this monkey on my own.
Just saying, the monkey was not just a ruthless monkey. We could have learned more from it.
Yeah, but you kids eat up everything in the house.
You're a house elf. Can't you just conjure food?
I have specific instructions I must obey.
Very well. What's down here, anyways?
Let me look around. There are doors.
This is where
I
they,
did have a key.
This is where the kids train.
Mykiel looks to see if there's anything that could help him with his training or learning, as it were.
There's nothing here to help you with your learning. It's mostly self-training rooms where you cast spells to set up like trials and challenges for yourself that you can train in here without any harm or damage going to others. But there looks to be like a little hole in the wall next to Slobby.
Mykiel inspects the hole in the wall.
Roll perception. You can't quite see all the way back in there. Like there's something in there, but you can't see that far back. Like you just can't see it.
Mykiel moves like on top of it to look closer.
On top of the hole.
Like in front of the hole, yeah.
All right, perception. Oh yeah, you see like a little tiny herd of baby monkeys just in the hole.
Good.
The monkey was a mommy. No! Mykiel turns on Slobby.
We'll have to raise these for next week's supper.
I will take these to Hagrid.
Until you drag this stupid dead one up to the kitchen. It's too heavy for me.
Fine, I will carry the mom, but then I will take these to
The mom
Hagrid.
had a pretty deep voice.
All right, that's what Mykiel does. He grabs the kids and then slings the mom on his back.
The kids cry out as you grab them and make screeching sounds.
He soothes them.
Roll animal handling.
Like, shh.
I
It's
hit-
okay. It's okay. I'm not the stupid elf.
Oh, they're pretty soothed.
All right.
All right. Slobby, are you going up with him, or are you gonna investigate down here?
I'm gonna investigate the area.
All right.
Look around for a door that I got a key for.
Oh, that key goes to everything. You know, there's chests you can look into. There's these rooms that you can open. There's each chest right here that each have like equipment in them.
I check the chest. This one.
Oh man, this has a bunch of like roll Arcana. Oh yeah, these are like bombs.
Take 2.
You take 2 bombs.
Then I check the next one.
This one has like a bunch of wands in it, like practice wands. They're not meant for real use. They're just
And this one.
that one has a bunch of like robes. They're like battle robes. They're meant to protect you from spell attacks.
Probably too big for a gobbledygoo or elfie woo. I check one last chest before returning to my duties.
Oh man, that one just has a ton, and I mean a ton of toenails.
I fill up a cup.
You fill up a cup of toenails.
Fucking devil. And then I gleefully head back upstairs.
You just leave the chest open.
Hell yeah.
All right, you both make it back to the top of the where the basement is, with a dead monkey and the baby monkeys.
Baby monkey, monkey, monkey. Alright, that's far enough. You can take your little ones to wherever you want. I've got what I want. And I just grab the monkey by the hand and start dragging it on the floor.
Just like blood just starts spreading on the floor as you like just drag it.
Yep. And I'll be like, dinner's here. And I look at Filch.
Good. You can chop it up and skin it.
I start working on that.
Mykiel heads to Hagrid's.
All right. So, all right, Slobby, can you roll survival? You know, you do an okay job. It's not bad, but it's not great.
I stockpile the good meat, separate the guts.
Oh yeah, you do that.
I put them in cupboards to await cooking for the evening service.
Oh yeah. All right. Mykiel, you make it. You go outside and go to Hagrid's hut. Do you knock?
Yes.
After you knock, he like sticks his head out. Oh, hi there, Mykiel. How can I help?
Hello, Hagrid. You wouldn't know anything about a monkey in the dungeon, would you?
Monkey
Or the
in
basement?
dungeon. Is this some sort of wizard riddle?
No, it was just a question. Since you don't seem to know anything about it, I was tasked with removing the monkey from the basement with the house elf Slobby.
Oh,
Unfortunately, he killed the monkey, but afterwards, I found these babies nestled away, and I thought that you could take care of them.
oh, I love to take care of some monkeys. Where are the little blighters?
Mykiel hands over the monkeys.
Oh, look at these fellas. Look at how small they are. And like his half-giant hand pats their heads. Oh, I think I'm gonna call you Locke. This one, Luke. And you are Little Hagrid. And he starts petting them. Yes.
I will come visit, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the dorm would not allow me to keep them as pets.
Why, thank you, Mykiel. This is very nice of you. Here, before
Well, of
you
course.
go, would you like some stew? I just got done making some dragon liver stew.
I'm sure that it is way better than anything the castle is currently serving. I would love some.
It's not real dragon, but that's the best part. And he like,
That's trust me. With what we've been eating the last couple days, I'm sure anything you made will be great.
he pours you like a little like bowl of dragon stew, even though it's not real dragon. It looks pretty good. It's steamed. It has like carrots.
So it's like the
vegetable
Impossible stew.
kind of, but it's not vegan. It's just like it's like synthetic, but not really. It's just a different kind of meat that they're calling dragon. It's like when people say it's like when McDonald's says they're making chicken, but it's
Hold
horse.
on. I just got a text from a friend of mine.
Okay.
He asked what I'm up to for my birthday, and he asked if he should hire me a Hoover and send it over your way.
I think he means hooker.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what he means. If you haven't guessed, Sean, it's Ian. Or it's Jeremy.
Jeremy, I knew.
It's Egan. It's.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to accept it.
It's my brother's birthday. Don't you know?
Treat me real good.
All right, we can continue now.
All right. So yeah, Haggard gives you some of the dragon stew. It looks pretty good, vegetables and all that stuff inside of it, and there's like chunks of meat. It's basically beef stew.
I eat it.
Oh yeah, man, it tastes really good. Hagrid's a good cook.
Any chance I could come by for dinner more often?
Oh, if the school's okay with it, then I don't see why not.
Sounds great. They have this house elf named Slobby cooking, and yeah, his food leaves a lot to be desired.
You notice that Haggard and Mykiel kind of have the same facial expression on?
Sure. I mean,
Goes,
I don't know. Mykiel looks kind of devious. Haggard looks like, what the fuck is going on?
He goes, Slobby? I remember a Slobby. He was a wee lad when I first met him. He tried to make unicorn meat using cheese.
He says he's been at Hogwarts for years.
Oh, he has. Just not as an elf, or a house elf, I mean. He was, originally he came here as a student, but, he was expelled. See, he kept trying to put cheese in everyone's potions.
I did notice that. Snape actually let him attempt to make some potions.
He's harmless. He couldn't harm himself.
He just killed these monkeys' mom.
Well, who gave him the dagger?
I have no idea.
Whoever gave him the dagger should be the one in trouble.
If he was harmless, would it really matter if he had a dagger?
You make a good
I'm just saying. I agree, Hagrid. I'm just saying. He doesn't seem harmless to me.
He wouldn't harm a student.
That I cannot agree nor disagree with.
Well, if he acts suspicious, just tell him. Tell one of your professors on him.
Nah, it seems like he's got it pretty rough. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that.
Thinking of others. Nice. Would you like?
Anyways, Hagrid, I really. What was that?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking to the monkeys.
Ah. Well, I appreciate dinner. I really should be getting back.
All right.
Thank you, Hagrid. Take care of the monkeys.
See ya. And you go back. It is now final class time. Your class will be... Which one do I want? This one looks nice. On reading spell books.
Mykiel is interested in learning spellbooks. Mykiel has a few spellbooks of himself he feels he should learn.
Alright. Putting the students in their seats. 1, 2. Go in the seat. Stop oh my god, stop stretching out. What the fuck? I think I just broke one of the tokens. Just a stretched out blob and I can't shrink it. Alright. Well, that'll just be there. Draw. I put it there. Draco will not sit next to Harry Potter's. We'll put him right there. In the front because he's a smart ass. Weasley's going to sit in the back because he thinks he's funny. And, you know, Hermione and them are friends, so they'll sit with him.
Nerds.
Mr. Filch says, Dobby, you need to go to the classroom with the kids and, make sure they don't make a mess, and if they do, you gotta clean it up.
Make sure they don't what?
Make a mess, and if they do, you gotta clean it up.
Yes, my lord. And I head to class.
Alright, and you start heading to the class. I will put you guys in the classroom thing now. Boom. you are. And there Slobby is. Alright. Take your seats, children. Take your seats. You guys see yourselves?
Where am I?
I
Bottom.
was trying to add those bombs to my
I'm at the
inventory.
bottom. Okay.
They're added to your inventory.
What the hell is just that book?
Ignore the floating books.
Okay. Mykiel just takes a seat over here.
Alright.
why is Mykiel like 3 times bigger than the students?
Because you're a tall man.
I just didn't want to increase their size.
So wait, are these chairs just like super tiny?
No, I just didn't want to increase the size of the fucking
Okay.
tokens.
I just noticed how big Slobby looks.
Huge.
Well, children, my name is Professor McGonagall. Today we will be going over the basic fundamentals of reading spellbooks. Now, if you look under your desks, you will each find a basic spellbook under you. These will only have 2 spells in them right now, and we will not be learning how to cast them, just how to read them for now. If you would all reach under your desks and get them, please.
Mykiel does so.
You find like an old hand-me-down book under your desk.
He puts it on his desk and opens it.
You open it up, and there's like a bunch of runes on it. McGonagall looks at Slobby. And what are you doing here, Slobby?
Orders to watch for messes in the room, milady. I obey.
Okay then. All right.
I stand right behind Harry.
Harry kind of like looks over at you while McGonagall is talking. Hi there. I'm Harry Potter.
Help me, I'm being held hostage.
What?
You gotta get me out of here. They're killing me. And I just straight back up and ignore everything else. Like nothing happened. Back to class.
Can you roll deception and intimidation? Oh. Harry Potter.
I want to use my feet
All right, your feet, or what do you mean?
for inspiration.
All
I
right.
want to add 2 to any skill check. I want to add it to
All right,
deception.
drag it up then.
I just put it there. Bam.
All right. You want to just add 2 to any? Okay. So to deception or intimidation?
Deception.
All right. So he's not freaked out, but he's like, who's following you? Who's after you?
All the teachers are in on it.
What?
Get back to class. They'll know.
Mr. Potter! Who are you whispering to? And Mr. Potter like, oh, no one, Professor. Harry Potter like looks behind real quick at you and then like looks back in class, kind of like ignoring you, kind of a little bit scared now. All right, class, we will be going over the basics. Now, if you look, you should see the first set of runes on your book. This is the introductory thing. In order to read this book, you must first decrypt it. While you don't know any spells right now, these books do come with not really a spell that you can cast, but more like a built-in spell. Now, all you must do is rub the bottom of the book and say these words. What did I write down for the rhyme? Where is the page? Encrypto, decrypto. Give it a shot, children.
Mykiel does as instructed. He rubs the bottom of the book and says, "Encrypto, decrypto."
And as you do, your book kind of like shimmers a bit, and the runes translate themselves to common, and it says,
No.
"This."
It's decrypto.
It says, "This is a spell book." Basically, is what it like goes through like the basic licenses and copyright of the book. It's basically just the first page of the book. Flipping the page, it the words are also in runes, but these aren't like encrypted runes. These are just like actual spell runes. And McGonagall goes, "All right, now to read the spell runes, we must first learn the rune alphabet, which will take each of you some time." I'm not looking forward to this. All right. And she goes over and starts like teaching the rune alphabet. Now, this is going to require a really high roll to learn it the first time. If you actually fucking pass it, I'll be really fucking surprised. Roll Arcana check DC 20. Holy fuck. All right. Uh, Jesus Christ.
GG.
Mykiel,
I mean, come on. He is an elder. He's very wise.
as everyone's like going over like the handouts and books and all that stuff to like learn the alphabet, you're just zooming through it. You're like, oh, this is A, B, C. Oh yeah, oh, and then you just like start reading out.
I'm writing out notes
Yeah.
to reference,
But
but
you're also
he's getting
writing,
it down.
But now you're writing the notes in the runes. Like you got it. Ronar, add.
So he actually writes them in his book of secrets.
Right.
That's like his endless book of everything.
Ronar, you learn Hogwarts magic runes as a language.
Yay!
I do my best to look over Harry's shoulder and read the rune.
And what? And can you roll an Arcana check on Slobby? Yeah, you don't really understand any of it.
You were totally prepared for this to be a long, drawn-out thing, huh?
Yeah. The DC would get lower each class you take to learn the runes. That was the thing. Like, you're learning it. Nope. You just know the runes. McGonagall goes, "All right, class. There's nothing more to teach for you today. We will continue learning the runes tomorrow.
Wait,
And those of you..."
Mykiel wants to learn the 2 spells in the book.
Oh, well, that's right. Well, unfortunately, it took quite a bit of time for all the students to get far, so we can go over one spell. Please turn the page. Mykiel, can you roll an Arcana check, DC 13, because you already know the fucking language. Oh my god. You read the spell, Mykiel. This is just a spell to like make things like smell better. That's all it does.
I already knew that, though. I knew
You did, but this is like one that doesn't have a chance to fail because it's a Hogwarts spell
Okay.
that you can cast with your wand. Yeah.
Are you keeping track of these spells, or are you gonna give me names of spells I have to write out?
I'll give you names of it. This one is called Smelliomus.
Nozzle snozzle.
And would this be a cantrip, or would this be what level?
It's a cantrip. It just makes things smell good. Anything.
I'm talking like flowers, good.
Smelly.
Smelliomus. Technically it's an illusion. Cast
Oh, you're already typing it in. Okay.
action, range, self, target. The range is about 5 feet. Target is touching the component. It's only visual. Well, no, it's material. You need your wand. The innate Hogwarts wand. Duration instantaneous. Spell. Makes something smell good. This spell.
G-U-D. Good.
Smell good. Smelliomus.
I'm gonna change the name. Oh, okay, good.
What do you mean?
I was gonna make it say that it was a Hogwarts only spell, but you put Hogwarts one, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
And then I'll write. So I've learned the runes, right? So I'll put that under features and traits.
It's in proficiency. It's under language.
Oh, okay. Hogwarts magic runes. Okay, sweet.
McGonagall goes, "Okay, class, that's all the time we have for today. You now have free study block, and then it will be dinner time. So all of you go enjoy, and nicely done."
Mykiel goes up to McGonagall and asks if there's any place that, now that I know the language the spells are written in, if there's any place I can actually go to learn spells on my own, such as, is there a particular spot of the library that has stuff for me to learn?
McGonagall goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry, Mykiel. I didn't expect you to learn the runes this fast, as this is a first year class. We can't just give out spell books or such to students. I hope you understand. But, continue following along with the class and doing well, and I'll see what I can do."
I appreciate the help. Thank you,
Mhm.
Professor. I guess Mykiel goes to study more.
Slobby, what are you gonna do?
I look
If
over
he
the classroom to see how dirty it is.
Oh man, it's pretty dirty because you haven't cleaned it in like a week.
Specifically, stuff involving today's lesson.
Oh no, nothing happened today. Everyone was just reading.
I see the students that you made into a blob. So if Mykiel can't learn spells, then he's going to go to the potions class to see if Snape is there and ask for a like next level book that he could start reading in that. He wants all the knowledge.
You're not just gonna go to the library and look.
Yeah, I guess he could. But McGonagall's answer made him think that he's not going to find anything.
Slobby, so what are you gonna do? The floor is dirty, but like not from this lesson in particular.
I just start collecting the books that were handed out and put them in the bookshelf, and that's about it.
Can you roll intelligence to see if you put them back in the right spot?
Or they're upside down and inside out. Intelligence.
Oh yeah, you put them all. Oh, wait, that's an intelligence save. No, just intelligence.
Oh shit. My bad. I'm clicking on intelligence. There it is.
You put some of them upside down, but you put them all in the right place overall. All right. After you do that, what are you gonna do?
I start heading back to the kitchen to prepare dinner.
All right, and we will follow Mykiel and then you. So, Hogwarts potion class. Ignore the students because I just don't want to delete them because we're going to have to use this again soon. Alright, Mykiel, you find Snape like cleaning up the class like he's looks like he just got done with like an additional year class. Like a third year class. You gonna approach and ask anything, or just stand there?
Mykiel's going to come up. Like, is everyone else there?
No, that's why I said ignore them. I just didn't
Oh,
want to
okay.
delete the tokens.
Okay. Mykiel comes up. Professor Snape, I was hoping I could have a moment.
Make it quick.
Thank you. So I just learned magic runes, and unfortunately, McGonagall doesn't have anything else for me to work on. I was wondering if there would be um, any extra reading or teaching uh, or study material you could offer for the upcoming classes that I could, study and learn during the off time.
Interesting. He walks over to like his chest, and he like pulls out one of the like many copies of like it's not a book, but it's like in school they always had like just like copies
A
of
worksheet.
yeah, basically. And he hands one to you, and he goes, "This, read over this in your spare time. It should help with your overall knowledge. It's not a light read, so I don't expect you to understand it quickly, but if you have nothing better to do, you might as well get some actual knowledge in your head."
Mykiel nods and bows his head a little bit. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the offer, Professor. And then he turns to leave.
You do that. Are you gonna go to the common room?
He's got a pretty decent thing to read. Yeah, he's gonna go to the common room and read.
All right. You are in the common room. All right. You basically have a worksheet of alchemy. Uh, roll a d1,000.
Let's see, advanced dice roller. How do I? It only goes up to 100.
In the chat, type /r space d1,000. All right. From the time until dinner, so you have like about 2 hours, you have read, what was it, 19 pages out of 1,000.
What?
Yeah.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll Arcana. Man, fuck your Arcana checks. It's all sitting pretty well in your head. Like you've pretty much got a grasp so far in the pages you've read. Like you don't need to go back and read them. You've got that.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ. This
Mykiel wants to learn, damn it!
this Hogwarts thing might not last long at all, actually. All right, and now it's dinner time. You're breezing through all the shit I had for you to do.
Love them dice rolls.
All right, back to I just put it back there. Back to the lunch.
I mean, to be fair, if this stuff is made for like 12-year-olds, Mykiel's like, he might not remember shit, but he
should pick it up.
was a huge magic
Yeah.
enthusiast.
So
I mean, his
All
mind
right.
is designed for this.
Slobby,
Enthusiast.
it's up to. How are you going to be making dinner?
Let's see. How am I gonna be?
So you have you skinned the monkey. You've made like all the big cuts and everything. You have a jar of toenails. You have some bombs. You know.
I get a big pot of stew going.
Oh yeah.
Add some water, a bit of gravy.
Mhm.
I look around for some spices in the
there's
kitchen.
all the spices you could want.
Put in a little garlic, salt, and ginger root,
Ooh yeah.
and I just start boiling a stew up.
Oh yeah, the stew's looking pretty nice. Roll survival with advantage. Oh yeah, you're great at making stews. It looks delicious.
And I start separating the stew out into particular bowls
Oh yeah.
and In one bowl, I add toenails.
you, you dump the toenails in one of the bowls. Uh, it's like the toenails are clearly visible.
That's fine. Are the kids in the hall waiting for dinner?
Yeah, everyone's waiting for dinner.
I can go. I can't move my guy.
You can't?
Apparently not.
Try that one.
That one's good.
Alright.
Oh, I guess it's like weirdly off center because he's shrunk or something. I don't know. It's all good. I take all the bowls in floaty fashion, standard Hogwarts. I get to the door and I start dispersing them amongst the children. Neville, of course, getting Mr. Toenail Bowl.
Neville looks like, oh, this looks really good. And he takes a bite, and his teeth start hurting, and he goes, what is this crunchy stuff?
Onions.
Can you roll deception?
I love that he always has to roll the session.
Oh, okay. He believes it. He believes it. Oh, Weasley's like, oh wow, this is really good, Slobby. Draco's like, lucky. Mykiel, you have a bowl of a good-looking stew in front of you.
This actually looks good. Mykiel just dives right in.
It's not Hagrid's stew, but it is pretty good.
No monkey business now. Wink.
Oh my god. Mykiel may have forgotten that in all his learning. And now he knows what that means. And he kind of is not terribly happy that he drank or ate that all.
I gave you inspiration for that, Slobby. Yeah, Mykiel, you just dug right into the dead monkey you were sad about.
Yeah, Mykiel's not happy now. He's like, ah, shit. And he gives kind of a nasty look to Slobby.
Is there enough for my own bowl?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just munching that shit down like hardcore, like no manners, just fucking sloppy as shit.
Can you roll performance? All right. You don't make a big mess, so you don't have to clean up much. And you eat it. It's pretty good. You really like your own cooking, after all.
I lick my lips and wait for the food to be finished by the children.
Some of the children find it weird that you're eating in front of them as a house elf.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck about these kids.
All right, and dinner becomes done. All the kids go, ah, that was good, and they rub their stomachs.
As the kids finish, I collect the bowls and do the usual cleanup of the common room.
Yeah, you do that, and you clean up. And you do a good job. After that, everyone gets ready for their bed. Mr. Filch goes, all right, Slobby. Your quarters got changed. Apparently.
You mean I don't have to sleep in shit?
No, unfortunately. Some of the teachers say that while you are a bit crazy and insane and smell bad, you are still a good worker. So they've decided that you should be allowed to sleep with the students. You can...
About chickabow.
Not like that. You can take up bunk with a new student, Mykiel. I heard he got a room to himself.
Oh, joy. An old man snoring next to me. How luxurious. And I just kind of, in my Eeyore-ish manner, make my way to the bedroom.
All right. Mykiel and Slobby, you guys make it to
Rats, round 2.
the bedrooms.
Let's hope not.
Mykiel, as you're getting ready for bed, you hear like a knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Huh? What? Mykiel opens the door. What?
We're gonna be roomies now, mate. I don't know why I'm Australian.
Oh, lovely. The last time we were in this room together, we got almost killed.
I don't worry about that. You took the monkeys outside. Rats are taken care of. This is gonna be real comfy. I lay myself down on the nearest open bed and just sprawl out on it and just relax. I've never felt so good. This is so amazing. I've never had my own bed.
The beds are nice. Mykiel's reading in bed.
As you're reading, you guys, can you roll perception, please? Slobby, you don't hear anything except for the warm embrace of sleep. Mykiel, you hear like this really annoying buzzing, like.
Mykiel, like, kind of looks over his paperwork and over at Slobby. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
It's like a buzzing.
I don't know. I thought we got rid of that incandescent lighting.
Well, help me try to figure out where that buzzing's coming from.
I put my ear to the wall.
Roll a perception check.
Mykiel tries it on this other wall, thinking maybe he knows what he's doing.
Slobby, you
Oh,
can't really...
I used my bad ear on the wall.
Oh, Mykiel, you can hear it. It's under Slobby's bed.
Under whose bed?
Slobby's. It's under Slobby's bed.
Mykiel just kind of gets on his bed. Slobby, it's coming from under your bed.
Oh, is it? I get down on all fours and inspect under the bed.
Slobby, looking under the bed, there's a swarm of beetles. I mean, sorry, bees. There's a swarm of bees under your bed. They have a little hive.
That's not good. I instantly think about honey and a Pooh Bear. And
Are you channeling Eeyore as your
no,
character?
Shut up. I get up on my knees and poke my head over the bed. We got a honey stash.
Wait, there's actually honey down there?
Yeah, come look.
Can you roll deception, Slobby? Insight, Mykiel.
I'm the worst. I can only fool fucking Neville.
This is like well, so you apparently, when it comes to testing potions, you get crits. When it comes to deceiving people, other than Neville, you get crit fails.
You're just the worst liar, Slobby.
You know, Mykiel's just decided he's never going to trust anything Slobby says. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to stay on this side of the room.
I mean, look at my stats, dude. I don't have a stat above, like, 3. Do I? No.
You have a +4 to deception.
That's my class or race. Anyways, so I'm just gonna leave the bees there and hop back on the bed.
Alright. Alright. And do you all go snuggle down for a nice sleep? Do you all sleep?
Mykiel reads his book for a little bit and then sleeps.
All right. Mykiel, roll me a D30.
The Fallen.
Oh, Jesus,
What
fuck
the
you.
fuck?
You managed to read 30 fucking pages before you go to sleep.
Well, 1,000-page book, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why I was limiting it just to 30, but he still got 30. You're now at 49 out of 1,000 pages. Yeah, but it's 30 within like 5 minutes. That's the thing.
That's fucking good expert reading level right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Mykiel is supposed to be a good wizard learner guy.
You read at like the 3rd grade level. Duck, 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 cat, cat.
Today, Junior! Alright.
You're scaring us, lady.
Everyone pees their pants. It's the coolest. Alright, can you all roll me a wisdom check for dreams?
Wisdom check.
Slobby, you have horrible nightmares of like Mr. Filch just eating all of your belongings and then looks at you and it says like, "You're fired."
No. I wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah, you become rested, but you're not well rested. Mykiel, you have a dream of like all the stuff you learned today encircling your head, basically cementing that you've learned a lot today. You've done well, and you're just like going over all the things you've learned in your head.
Great.
And that's where we'll end the session because you powered through everything I had.
No, that was a good one though. I
It
like.
was a good session.
I'm glad.
Nobody died except that monkey.
Poor monkey.
I had other monkeys in wait besides the babies in case you wanted like, oh, show, like maybe you can show us what you remember here. No, he just yes.
I follow orders, goddammit.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm allowed to-
Moroners somehow learned an entire fucking alphabet within one class.
Again, I'm feeling better because, I mean, the kids can't, I mean, they're going to because freaking Draco, but it's like, come on. If a freaking adult, even if he lost his memories, came into something that he kind of should know, he's going to pick stuff up a lot quicker, so...
Right, well...
He doesn't feel like he's literally learning at a 13-year-old level. He feels like he is actually a grown adult that is just showing kids that they're stupid kids.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It's just fucking hilarious. This stupid shit.
You were giving out so much inspiration.
Because Sean is funny.
He is.
Though I don't know how to play.
It's fine.
So, this is one thing we noticed when you tried to play with Warlock. This is the role play stuff. This is where you can say and do whatever. You don't have to feel like you're playing wrong. There is no wrong.
I'm just trying to stay in character.
Yeah. I mean, one of my characters in a different session we have, he's a robot that keeps thinking he has upgrades that he doesn't have. So he's like, I initiate the zoom and enhance cliche.
Nothing happens.
And the DM's like, nothing happens because you don't have the ability to zoom and enhance.
I'd be like, what do I try to say? I say like, you try that, but then you quickly realize you don't actually have that feature yet.
So my character writes it down on a to-do list.
I'm a robot.
My character is a robot.
Ugh, it's great.
Awesome. I got 2 bombs.
I can't imagine how that's going to end well.
Just...
Oh, Neville, my lovely.
Oh shit, Neville's gonna die. I'm gonna call that right now. Before we leave Hogwarts, I'm gonna guess that Neville dies.
Well, if not, I'll kill his spirit.
Ugh.
I love that. I hope it's a thing. I hope you continue to roll this way. I love that there was the trend of always crit failing deceptions other than Neville, and I love the fact that you were crit succeeding whenever Snape tried to get you to test a potion. It's just like, nope. I hope that continues because that's great. You need to like have resistance to potions.
This is good.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off and go to bed. I'm tired. Glad you guys
All
enjoyed it. I'll just try to have more next time, I guess.
Nah, you're good, man.
No, that was fine. If you plan too much, watch. Then my character's just going to be rolling ones.
Yeah, so I guess this is a fair time. It was like 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours is good.
2 hours is solid.
Yeah, 2 hours is fine.
Thanks for putting it together, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'll try to schedule you guys sometime next week or the week after that, because I'm busy from this
No
week
worries.
until Friday.
Sounds good. If I don't talk to you tomorrow, have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All right.
Yeah, I guess at this rate, I guess I won't talk to you till next year.
Oh,
Bye
yeah.
bye.
This is the last
Fucking
session
joke.
I'm actually GMing of this year. Of the decade.
Yeah.
The last session of the decade.
Yeah, new decade, man. We're gonna be in the 20s.
Oh my god. My 1920 Model T will be 100 years old.
Well, it's 99 years old there, so I mean...
What? No, it was 1920. Meaning
Yeah, but it's
in
currently
2020.
99.
Yeah, it's currently 99. Next year, it's going to be turning 100.
Right,
month?
so it's 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go do some chores as well. Thanks again, dudes. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Good night.